Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic Party right now is in total freefall and they only have themselves to blame. We expect this weekend Joe Biden will be dropping out officially. He's come down with COVID or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, at this point, he's not out campaigning. Now there's reports coming out that this is the lowest enthusiasm people have ever seen in the summer before an election in any campaign in recent memory, with top Democrats reporting and saying they can't get volunteers to go out door to door, do the little grunt work in the important swing states, especially the Rust Belt. It makes total sense for the Democrats to push Biden out. They're in a big hole themselves because they don't have another great candidate. They're forced to go with Kamala. They can't pass over her for a number of reasons, mainly optics, with her being a minority female. I do think they will be picking, and this is what the intel is saying, pretty much guaranteed. It will probably be a white dude, some generic white dude from one of the Rust Belt states. That is the rough estimate on who they will be picking for VP. There were reports that Kamala was vetting Josh Shapiro and a few others. And also, the question is, will they actually accept it? I thought there was a good point last night on one of the talk shows. They were saying, realistically, if Josh Shapiro is the VP for Kamala and she loses, I really don't think he gets blamed anyways. He's joining this campaign with 4 months before the election. This is crazy. Another great point. It's like Joe Biden got the most votes in the history, ever in terms of United States presidential history. Now, I do think that needs context because this is just something I want to correct. People don't really understand. There's more people, in the United States that are citizens now than there ever were before. So the idea that he gets the most votes ever, honestly, he should get the most votes ever if he wins. But still, just this idea, based on how unlikable this guy is, based on all of us in 2020 calling it out and being honest and saying there is no plausible scenario Joe Biden finishes the 4 years. And then I was sitting there 3 or 4 months ago and said, man, I was wrong. No, it turns out I was right. And if the Democrats didn't lie for the last 2 years, I think Biden, in terms of his health, would have been removed probably 2 or 3 years ago. It came out now he's barely up. He can only operate for like 8 hours a day. It's a total joke. He's doing nothing right now. Remember taking 10 days at Camp David to prepare for a debate as the sitting president, then getting crushed in the debate, and then blaming air travel, even though you had 10 days at Camp David, setting the Guinness World Record for like most days a president has ever prepared for a debate, and he still blames the air travel. This entire presidency is a total sham. Biden's sitting at 36% in terms of approval. That's lower than Trump, who dealt with the pandemic, dealt with shutting down the economy. This time during Trump's time in office, he's at like 39%. Biden's at 37, 36. So this is how bad it is. And it's not surprising the polling numbers are so bad because most of the Democrats have turned on him. The only ones left are the dumb Biden loyalists who, I don't know what they think is going to happen with Biden. There is just, based off of this, no path forward for him. And even Obama has come out now and made it public and admitted that Biden's going to lose for sure. Maybe Kamala is even worse, but at least they can get a VP from one of the Rust Belt states, try and give this campaign, which right now doesn't even have volunteers, maybe give it some energy. They're a total mess. They deserve this. They're the ones that put up Biden. The establishment, they told everyone, drop out back in 2020, endorse Biden. We can't let Bernie Sanders win. They do that, and Biden was already showing signs of aging, and he was ridiculously old then. And of course, they picked Kamala Harris, and it's come out now in all the interviews. You've got Biden in between him getting the nomination or him being the presumptive nominee for the Democrats in 2020 and his actual VP pick. You've got Biden on these talk shows with these black dudes, and they're like, you better pick a minority female. So it's all a quota system with these people. And to be honest, Biden was forced to pick Kamala. I don't like Biden, but I gotta be fair to him. He was forced to. And so everybody knows this, and now women all over the place are pissed off. They're like, how is this the first female president? She didn't even get any votes. It's sad. It tarnishes it. They're rejecting the idea that she's the first female president. They don't like it because it could only be like a 4-month thing. That's what we would expect. I do not expect her to beat Trump. There's polls everywhere that show Biden actually performs better against Trump than Kamala does. Now, that's before the major Democratic push where they come together. It's kumbaya. And then this is just another thing I want people to get ready for when it comes to the debate. People wondering, will Trump debate Kamala? I'm sure he will at least once, maybe twice. But right now, when you look at Biden's first debate performance, the Democrats, what they're going to do is, number one, Biden is dropping out, so they don't even have to worry about him and his bad debate performance. But what they'll do is they will compare Harris's debate to Biden. So right now, the bar is on the floor when it comes to Biden and his debate performance. As long as Kamala somehow easily usurps that, which, I mean, my God, just talk coherently and you will, they will spin it as like, oh, Kamala did so well compared to Biden. So that's how they're going to spin it when it comes to the debate. But this is the stuff I wanted to get to as well. Trump, you can see, coming out, giving an hour 32. That's a very, very long address, to end the RNC. Some people saying it was low energy, others saying it was well done. I really liked the beginning. I liked him. If I was advising Trump, I would say, really get into that story about you almost getting assassinated. People can relate to that. I would say just talk about it for like 30 minutes, honestly, and just go over every detail you remember. That's the stuff that people relate to. That humanizes Trump. The rambling towards the end, it is what it is. But still, you look at Trump compared to Biden, you guys, oh my God, these people are such liars, man. They're such liars. Trump speaks for an hour 32. Before the first debate, the entire argument from the Democrats is Trump's just as old. He's just as mentally compromised. I mean, listen, it's not even worth it because Biden's going to drop out. But I'm just saying that the comparison is just ridiculous. Him being able to speak for that long, totally coherently, perfectly fine. Trump hasn't lost a step. And, maybe it was a little bit more ramble towards the end, but it doesn't matter. It's the RNC. Nobody's not going to vote for Trump because of a performance during a speech. So I thought it was fine. Trump did what he had to do. It was an hour 32, and I think Trump was very reflective. He was a little subdued. Obviously, you have something like that happen where, it's going to shake you up for sure, the assassination attempt, and really, once your brain actually starts processing it and you realize, yeah, I really should be dead, it is certainly a heavy thing. So Trump, he did fine, I thought, and it certainly wasn't the loudest, craziest speech. And I think we kind of all expected that. Here it is right now, MSNBC guest. Oh, by the way, I think I have it saved, but MSNBC, they weren't even at the RNC because they were scared of getting booed. I'm not kidding. I'm going to get to that. But MSNBC guest, Democrats can't find volunteers to help with the Biden campaign. No one wants to help. There's no enthusiasm. Well, yes, if you've got Obama and all the top Democrats saying Biden's not going to win, he needs to look at this. All of the people down, because that's who many of the Democrats trust. It's Obama, it's Pelosi, it's Schumer. They're all saying Biden can't win. There is going to be no enthusiasm for this campaign. There is going to be no more donor money spent. They have turned on Biden. And of course, they're going to swing it now in 2 or 3 days, whether Biden drops out on Saturday or Sunday or whenever, to, oh, this is just such an unselfish act by Joe Biden. He's such an American hero. He served 4 great years. Of course, he didn't. He's been one of the most unlikable presidents in U.S. history, and especially recently, but even before that, ever since the Afghanistan debacle, his approval rating has been horrible. But that's just how they're going to swing it. It's like, this is such a courageous act. All the people saying right now that Biden is selfish and egotistical, they're going to change their tune once he actually officially announces he's dropping out, and it's going to be this kumbaya moment, and it's going to be Kamala Harris possibly, I don't think it's going to be Gavin Newsom. I'm not from California. No, they need someone from the Rust Belt. Would it be Gretchen Whitmer, where we get the full bitch-made ticket with two women? Whitmer, apparently, she wants to run in 2028. She's obsessed with power. I don't think she wants it. I think it'll probably be Josh Shapiro, but that's just my early prediction right now when it comes to that. As you can see, Biden is on his last days here. He needs to drop out, and I think that's going to be happening. You've also got this report. Found out that Joy Reid, Jen Psaki, and Rachel Maddow of MSNBC are not doing live reporting. They're sitting in front of an LED screen because they're scared about getting booed at the RNC. What total cowards. And remember, Joy Reid, the genius, came out yesterday and said, she didn't think that Trump was actually shot. So she's got that conspiracy going. Good for her, but no, Republicans are the horrible conspiracy theorists, of course. Absolutely. You've also got, this is actually another conspiracy right here. Rumors begin to emerge that the woman standing behind Trump during the failed assassination attempt was an assistant FBI director. I don't know if this is true. I'm not going to sit here and speculate too much on it. This would be crazy if this is true. Seriously. And they did say that, oh, this woman behind Trump is acting so weird, like filming it, doing weird movements. Now, I'm someone that says, listen, the way these things work, people react differently. You don't really know how they're going to react. That's why eyewitness accounts normally never matter in these situations, because people are so flustered, it overwhelms them. But now, I mean, this woman wearing these weird sunglasses, got the hat on, trying to maybe hide her identity. Listen, I don't know if this is true or not. We're going to have to wait for this to develop, but it is kind of interesting the way she reacted. And originally, I did push it to the side, and I said, people react differently. I mean, a lot of the Trump supporters were just kind of standing there. I think a lot of them, Trump mentioned it last night during the speech. He said, nobody ran to the exits. I think a lot of them thought it was firecrackers or fireworks, because it was just 3 straight shots, and they were just kind of looking around. They saw Trump go down, but a lot of them really didn't go down. I think they thought it was something else. I mean, obviously, if they knew it was a gun right away, they would be going down, probably not running to the exits, but either way, that's just that situation right there. And then we also have another situation with Austin Private Wealth shorting 34 million shares of Rumble, which is directly tied to the Republicans. It is like the platform where if you get silenced on YouTube by Google, you go to Rumble. It's like the anti-YouTube in a sense, where it's a main competitor. It's another video sharing platform. They shorted 34 million shares in addition to 12 million shares of the Donald Trump stock the day before the attempted assassination of Trump. But no. It was just some 20-year-old kid, I'm sure. So that's also very interesting and needs to be looked into. Right now, those are 2 developing things. But yeah, there's just the FBI doing this thing where it's like, oh, this 20-year-old kid, he just came out of nowhere. He hates Trump so much. He hates... Well, no. They can't say he hates Trump so much, because then that would look bad for the Democrats. He just hates politicians. He donated to a Democratic PAC right after Biden got elected, but he's a registered Republican. And no, guys, it makes perfect sense. He loves Donald Trump. He's fully MAGA. So that's why he killed Donald Trump, that according to Democrats. It makes total sense, but this reeks of like, somebody convincing this kid through back channels, through, different internet access points, possibly 4chan, 8chan, to do this. That's what it reeks of, 1,000%. This kid doing this by himself with the devices that he had on him, with what was it found in his car, with all of this stuff now coming out. Are they really going to stick to the story of this kid just doing it by himself? I will say it was also reported that he hid the gun in Butler, Pennsylvania, around, I'm guessing, the building that he shot Trump from days before. So apparently he went there, scouted it out days before, and hid the gun somewhere. I don't know where he hid it. That's all going to have to be investigated. But obviously they do ground sweeps every day, the security, before Trump gets there, to make sure there's nothing crazy or I mean, at that point, like explosive planted. I mean, this is a former and future president here. So they did the ground sweeps. They couldn't find the gun, but apparently they're saying that he had the gun hidden there before. So when he went to the actual event, there was no gun, and he just, I guess, got the gun maybe in that little crevice where he got up onto that ladder. If you see that one photo that Elon Musk posted, kind of explaining it, the way he got onto the roof was he might have jumped on like an air conditioning unit or something. That's just my guess. And then put his little ladder up that he bought from Home Depot. This is all the stuff that they're saying. And maybe his gun was somehow hidden behind that air conditioner. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.